I am a youth worker by profession, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I work at the National Youth Agency and I
Mm-hmm.
have different roles where I do different services within the agency itself. Namely, we have a youth hub, we have youth cafes, we do
Mm-hmm.
sessions in schools, we have an LGBT youth group, which is
Mm-hmm.
done bi-weekly, sorry, mostly related to life skills,
Okay.
democracy, human rights in the South. And I also go on the TED in Birza, and
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes youth cafe in Fortini. What I had in mind was more related to gender identity and sexual orientation, mostly gender
Mm-hmm.
identity,
Right.
because I see that sexual orientation is slowly becoming more accepted, like not being straight.
Right.
It's slowly being accepted, and I can see that the teaching of it's
Mm-hmm.
slowly seeping into it. So it's no
Mm-hmm.
longer a man and a woman who can
Mm-hmm.
have sexual
Right.
relationships.
Right.
But when it comes to gender identity, I feel like we're still a bit, there's a long way to go. Let's say no
Mm-hmm.
one asks for the young people's pronouns,
Right.
um, which is already it's like you're denying their identity. First, we need to educate
Mm-hmm.
regarding gender identity to sort of,
Mm-hmm.
because the basis of it all is to accept every person's identity and sexual
Mm-hmm.
orientation. I would
Mm-hmm.
focus on the teachers more
Mm-hmm.
because then you would foster an environment where the young people are open to these things. I introduce myself.
Mm-hmm.
I say like, hello, my name is Faye. I use she, they pronouns. I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
know your names and if you'd like to share your pronouns. Like the first meeting, kind of, you tell your own pronouns first. So you
Mm-hmm.
foster that, you create that environment of like, these things are acceptable because I'm showing you mine. You know you
Mm-hmm.
can show me yours. I usually tackle it head on,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like, listen, these things are nothing to be ashamed of. Like
Mm-hmm.
let's be open about these things. we're
Mm-hmm.
we're all learning, kind of. I try to come at it from point of understanding. So if you do not understand the person because they're non-binary, try to understand
Mm-hmm.
why they're asking something of you. I think there needs to be this normalization. So for example, in schools, why not have books of all gender identities and all sexual orientations? Not even specifically like, this is my gender, kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
story with a non-binary person. But the focus isn't on the non-binary person, it's on the story. So I think there needs to be a lot more education because we
Mm-hmm.
legally we're in the sky, we're fine.